All Pokemon fans out there, if you haven't played Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl yet into your PC because you don't have a Nintendo Switch, then this is a perfect video tutorial for you to watch because I'm going to teach you on how to install this game and how to optimize it and run it perfectly into your PC. So these are all the files that you need in order for you to get started. And also, you'll need to install the latest build of Ryujinx Emulator. For those who do not know, Ryujinx Emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can play any Nintendo Switch games as long as you have all these files here installed in Ryujinx Emulator. Ryujinx Emulator alone cannot play Switch games without these files, okay? So bear that in mind. So as you can see here, I have Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and I have Pokemon Shining Pearl here. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Ryujinx. To do this, just open a web browser and just type in Ryujinx Emulator in the search box and hit search. Go to ryujinx.org, that is their official website, and it's the first result. So click on that. Now go to Get Started. And if you're using a Mac device, your Mac OS should be in Mac OS 11 or later version in order for you to install Ryujinx. If you are from Linux, you can get the installer here. And if you're from Windows, just like me, you can get the installer here. The download and installation process is really easy to do and really straightforward, and anyone can do this. So I'm just gonna skip this part because any noob can do this part. Okay, so I'm just gonna just show you guys the official site we're in to get Ryujinx Emulator. So I'm just gonna minimize this, and I'm gonna assume that you have already installed Ryujinx Emulator. So run Ryujinx Emulator now. Since this is your first installation of Ryujinx, then you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some sort of files in order for Ryujinx Emulator to play Switch games. So what are those files? Those files are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. I have version 15 of the keys and version 16 of the keys. We'll need to have both of them, and the firmware should be in version 16. The updated file for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl XCI file format in order for them to be detected in Ryujinx. So if you're asking me where to get all of these files, legally speaking, the only way to get all of these files is that you own a Nintendo Switch console and that you have modded it and have a custom firmware installed in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, it means that you can access your Nintendo Switch system files wherein you can copy all of the Nintendo Switch keys files and the Nintendo Switch firmware files into your PC. And in order for you to get Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, there's no other way, but the legal way is that you buy the game and own the game so that you can legally back up that game into a digital file format, which is an XCI or NSB file format. Okay? So if you don't own a Switch, or if you have a Switch but don't have to mod or install some firmware, I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these files. So in order for you to get all of these files, I'm just going to leave a QR code here wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you'll be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these files. So once you are in approbes.com, all you have to do is just hover down in the middle part of the website so that you'll get Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl in XCF file format. And once you have those files, all you have to do next is to get the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Everything is provided in the site that I have shown you with the QR code, okay? So if you have downloaded all the files and that you have got a copy of them into your phone, all you have to do is just transfer them into your PC via your USB cable, okay? So I'm going to assume now that you already have all the files, just like mine here. I have put them in my desktop for you to see. It's time to install them to Ryujinx Emulator. To do this, just go to Ryujinx, go to File, go to Open Ryujinx folder, and open System folder. And then open your version 15 of the Nintendo Switch key. And all you have to do is just copy all those files, transfer them into this folder. Okay, if this is your first installation, then this folder should be empty. Now go to version 16 of the keys. And as you can see, it has only one file. That's why we need both version 15 and 16. Then we'll just have to copy this file, transfer them so that it will replace the old version into the new. Once done, close and close in this folder. The next step is now to install the firmware. To do this, just go to Ryujinx, go to Tools, install a firmware from XCI or zip file, locate the firmware file, and go to where the firmware file is. And here is mine, version 16. Hit open and hit yes. And we'll say successfully installed. You'll know that it's successfully because it will show you the system version here, which is version 16. the same as the firmware version. And also it will detect all of your Switch games and show you their game icons. So if there are a game that does not show an icon, that means that you're using a fake file or that you are using an outdated firmware and keys. So now it's time to update your Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. To do this, just go to the game, Pokemon Shining Pearl, right click on it, and then go to Manage Title Updates. And then as you can see here, just locate the update file. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Just go to Add and locate the file here. So this is the file you need. But for me, I have put them here. I'm going to go to this file and then go to Shining Pearl Update. Click on that. I'm going to remove the other one. Use this and hit Save. So that's how you basically update your Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So the next step now is to optimize your Ryujinx emulator so that you'll be able to play this game with no issues at all. So no graphic glitches or anything like that. To do this, just go to Options, go to Settings, and in this part, just pause the video and copy every setting that you see from here on out. So be sure to copy everything, okay? So the game directories is where you'll put your Switch games. It can be anywhere into your PC as long as you know where you have put them. And the game files should be in XCI or NSP file format. That is the only format that the Ryujinx emulator will be able to detect. Now go to Input. It is better to use a controller rather than using a mouse and keyboard because that is really hard if you're playing Switch games. To do this, just go to Player 1 and hit Configure. And then your My Controller is detected here. If you're using a PlayStation or Xbox controller, it can also be detected here. And then just map them up according to your liking. And then set them into 0.20% in the dead zone so that the game will run smoothly and there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs. Now hit Save. Now go to System. In here, in this tab, just be sure to pause the video and copy every settings. Graphics tab. Again, this is the most important part of the settings, so be sure to pause the video and copy every settings that you see. So if you're having some performance issues in playing the game, all you have to change in this settings is that you switch to the native resolution, which is the native resolution for the Switch, which is 720p or 1080p. But for me, I'm going for 2x resolution because that is the best for me and it will look much sharper and much more beautiful. The graphics will look much better than the Switch, to be honest. And once done, hit Apply and Save. So, your Ryujinx emulator now is fully optimized to play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So I'm just gonna say this out loud that a little bit of disclaimer, I'm not going to show you a gameplay of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content and they want it to be shown in the internet. So if I show you guys that I've been running Pokemon Brilliant Diamond in my PC using Ryujinx emulator, then YouTube will take down my videos and my channel. So I hope you guys do understand on that part. But as a little bit of compromise, I'm going to show you guys that Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl will run. Okay, so I'm gonna boot up Pokemon Shining Pearl into the title screen. And once I am in the title screen, I'm just gonna stop the emulation from there. Okay, so yes. So I'll be booting up the game now. So again, I'm just gonna blur the screen so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strike into my tutorial. Okay, so here now. Just English. Okay. Oh, my game controller is not yet detected again. Sometimes this happens when using Ryujinx with a Pro controller. So here, hit save. Close this. Again, it's not detected, so I'm just gonna remove my controller, then reconnect it. Reconnect the cable. Go to Settings again, go to Input, Configure, then locate my controller, hit Save, Apply, Save. Let's see, it's detected. Okay, it's now detected. So here we go. So it's running perfectly well. No graphical glitches. So I'm just gonna stop the emulation now. So as long as you follow all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial, you'll be able to play this game with no issues at all. So if you're having some problems in the installation process of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I will try my best to answer all of them. Subscribe to my channel because this will help me out massively. Thank you for watching. See you next time and goodbye.